All right, people. Hello. Welcome back. It's the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. It's coming down to it in the Premier League. We have some spicy fixtures, all very important ones at the weekend. And let's go ahead and get a ton of likes up. Hopefully, we'll have a ton of goals like we had last weekend. And we'll subscribe to the channel, get that notification bell on. All right, gents, you know I like to start in chronological order. I believe the first one is Leeds hosting Newcastle United. And I'll be up for this one just because I always get up for the 7:30 game. But, yeah, not much in this one. Big Sam. What's Big Sam going to bring? Because he's up there.
Well, we're gonna get a fun presser tomorrow. I'll tell you.
He's up there with Eddie Howe. Like, he can coach with Eddie Howe as best.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why
man.
you were without a job for what, 2 years?
Yeah, here's the thing for me. If he starts Patrick Bamford again, he's just not serious.
I told you that the other day.
Like,
Everybody's got a blind spot for some reason.
yeah. Well, not Big Sam because he's as good as Guardiola.
Yep.
So.
And Ancelotti and all of them. So
Yeah, yeah.
Going for the treble too if he had that team.
Of course.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. I don't know about all that. I've gone for a 3-1 Newcastle victory. Just something about the desperation factor kind of got into my head this week, and so I'm giving all these teams that need it. I'm giving them a goal. So that's where the one goal for Leeds comes from. I'm thinking Rodrigo put in a shift. He usually does. I think he'll get him one on the break. But I think Newcastle are going to dominate this game completely. If I'm being,
it's a thrashing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's going to be real easy. Lewis has gone for a 3-0. You sticking with that? Looks like he is.
I want to add it. I might go 4-0, but I'm going to stick with 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, Newcastle's still fighting for it. Like we say, still got something to fight for. I mean, this could be a spicy one. I don't know, man. Leeds just look so dead. I'm still mad at them from last weekend. Like, I'm still bitter that Sam came with all the chest and just didn't offer anything. Nothing.
Typical Big Sam.
There's just not much to.
I mean, it's at Ellen Road. I mean, it's a home game.
It could be on Sesame Street. They not winning.
That might be one of the greatest lines in this podcast.
Yeah. There we go. That's the line of the season.
We need to make a shirt. We just need to make a shirt. They could be on Sesame Street, but they're not winning.
They're not winning. That's great. Oh, man. Yeah, Newcastle have way too much for sure. I think, like I said last time out, without Tyler Adams, Leeds have just been.
Yeah, and he's done for the season.
Completely different. They've just been completely different. Oh, yeah, he's been done for the season like a month ago.
Well, they were trying to get him back for like the last couple of games.
Really?
And then they finally ruled him out.
Like last week or something?
Wednesday, I think. They ruled him out. Tuesday or Wednesday, they finally ruled him out for the rest of the season.
So does he stay there next year?
I mean, if they go down, I don't think so. I think he'll
which is why I asked, because I don't see them staying.
I don't either, but that's an interesting one. Like, honestly, no one's going to want Weston McKennie.
No.
He's been awful, unfortunately.
He's been exposed.
He might go back to Germany, yeah. I can see that.
I mean,
but Tyler Adams
go back to Italy.
Tyler Adams is a Premier League player. I think he'll get picked up.
That's
definitely get smashed though, bro.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna get smashed. Yeah, for
They're
sure.
gonna get smashed.
I got 4-1.
Yeah, almost.
I got it going. Yeah, 3-0 to Castle.
You said 4-1.
They have to make up for how like last week too.
What?
Newcastle's making up for playing
right. Newcastle's gonna be on a tear.
They like crap.
There's gonna be a lot of space for them to score.
No, it's Arsenal's fault. They played like crap, but they still played like crap.
Arsenal were really good.
Changed that they played like crap.
But see, the thing about this one is Leeds they can bring the hatchets all they want, because they're facing Spartans who are just gonna beat them down anyway.
Hatch back.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna
hatch it back.
hatch
Exactly.
back. So yeah, I almost went for 4 on this one, and now I'm regretting it because Patrick has, and I get the feeling that it's gonna be at least 4. But yeah, so there is a whole slew of 10 o'clock games.
Yes, there
Uh,
is.
I think it's
There's
like
a good one.
Everything else. It's everything else on Saturdays, 10 o'clock.
yeah, and I think the first one is probably the spiciest one for me. I guess United Wolves is a big one, but Aston Villa hosting Tottenham Hotspur.
2-1, baby. Let's go Villa.
2-1 to the Villains, eh?
2-1 to the Villains.
This is a hugely important game because
Yes, it is.
if Spurs want to have any hope at all,
They need it.
they gotta have it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have it. 2-1 to the Villains. I went 3-1 to the Villains because I think they're too good. I think the counter is too quick. I think Ollie Watkins will get back on the score sheet. And it's at what's their stadium called? It's not still. No, that was
It's Villa Park.
Villa Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, I'm, probably not ever gonna Spurs win. The thing with Spurs, I said it way back when they were still in the Champions League group stage. It may have even been when it was just me and X way back in the day when we first started. I was talking about how Spurs can't sustain the way they've tried to play this season.
Right.
And that's exactly what we've seen happen is it's because they've just completely fallen off the cliff because this whole like sit back and try to come back in games thing that they were doing for a while, they're dead. They're out of energy. They don't have.
Well, that's what happens when you play Conte's football.
Yeah, I mean, y'all know better than me. Obviously, they just don't have the comeback power anymore. And the only reason any of us, I feel, are giving him a goal is because Kane is worth a goal, and he's the only thing worth anything.
Yep.
These days, I mean, Son has had a tiny resurgence of form in the last few games, but I mean, they're just honestly, when Rodrigo Bentancur went down a couple months back for the rest of the season, they've been truly terrible since then. Not that they weren't before. Obviously we're gonna kick them as hard as we can, but yeah, I don't see them getting anything out of this one at all. What you thinking, Patrick?
So I went a little bit different from y'all. I still have Villa winning, but I think this is actually a barn burner. I went 3-2. For some reason, Spurs, just when you think that they're like, oh man, they're gonna get smashed, it's gonna be 3-1, they pull some voodoo and they're in it. But I think that Ollie Watkins gets the last goal and they win 3-2.
I'm just worried about, Spurs have started slow.
Yeah.
In the past couple of games. And yes, you're right. They pulled out 3 goals on Liverpool once Liverpool went to sleep. But there's potential for a 3-0 halftime lead, for it to be just to get blasted right out the rip because Villa
I agree.
are a fast team.
Yeah, very much so. But Spurs have upgraded in goal. They don't have Lloris in goal now. So.
My goodness, Lewis, you've gone for a 2-1. You still sticking with that?
Yeah, because it's similar to what you said about you guys said about Sonny. I don't know what happened to him, man. He should have left, and because I don't know if he even has value anymore to be picked up outside of a cheap transfer. Harry is gonna get you one. It's just what he does. He's gonna get you one. We give James Ward-Prowse that hey, he'll get you one. Harry gets you one every week, man.
Right.
Every week he's gonna get you one, which is a shame that he is there. Just because you kind of want to see the best players play at the best places. So now that I've said it again, I'm rooting for Harry Kane to go to Newcastle. That's my new rooting thing. go to Newcastle to get paid the oil money. Hopefully, his brother, who is his agent, figures that
He
out.
could be one of the. He could research. Yeah, he could win the trophies he's needed at Newcastle because they're
Imagine
building
breaking
this
Shearer's record while
That-
at Newcastle.
I'm
Ooh.
really on some screenwriter stuff
You're
today,
right,
man.
man. We need to
I'm
call
on
up the
it.
Premier League writers. We need to call them up and get Lewis a job.
Jeez, man. They're
Yeah,
still losing though. Villa wins.
yeah,
Yeah, Villa.
2-1. All right, let's see what the next one is because the list is different. Crystal Palace hosting the Bournemouth Cherries. Who, man, this is they might as well go play this game on the actual beach.
Yeah.
0-0. No one's trying.
No one's even gonna try. See, I went in the opposite direction. I figured that.
Everything to play for.
No, I'm just saying because no one has anything to play for. It'll be loose, and they'll go out there. They'll have a good time. They'll be fun, and they'll kind of both be up for it. Just be like, hey man, let's go out and have a good game. So I said 2-2. I said it'd be a 2-2 game. Nice, nice
Impossible to call Palace, but 1-0.
1-0.
Oh yeah, the enigma that is Palace. Yeah, no, I'm going 0. Yeah, 0-0.
Yeah. I mean, this game is just like completely like. There's no way to call what's going to happen in this game because they might just go out there and be like, "Look, let's all have a huddle before the match. Let's not hurt each other. We don't want any injuries. We want to be able to enjoy the beach in a couple of weeks.
Right.
So let's all just have a nice stroll. It's going to be nice, and X's nil's going to have. It's going to be the most boring thing.
Most boring game ever.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
I mean, no one's watching it with all
No.
other games on.
No one's watching this game, right?
No. I mean, you have to be diehard Bournemouth or Palace to be
Palace,
putting this
yeah.
one on. Yeah. What are you saying, Patrick?
I went 2-1 Bournemouth. I think that Palace is more checked out than Bournemouth is. So
Fair enough.
I think that Bournemouth pulls one off on the road. But yeah, what I saw from Palace defensively, a little concerning after last week. So I think that Palace can get a goal, but I think Bournemouth, they're not totally checked out yet. They're going to try to get a better league spot, and if they win, they will move to they'll move to potentially 12th spot, taking over Palace.
Yeah, they will. I mean, well, I was gonna say they'll tie you guys if y'all lose, but their goal difference is just terrible. So
Minus 30.
it's -30. So y'all will be ahead.
We'll be ahead.
Reality.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we've all gone for Chelsea beating Forest, so Chelsea will hop up and be able to avoid that. We're all hoping. But yeah, I like that. I like that pick because I don't know. Hopefully you're wrong, and I can gain some more points. That's what it's all about.